So I bought this house. This is my retirement home from somebody who had done nothing to the house. And the original plan was, this was a deck over here which was in bad condition, and I was going to pull this up and make this a Florida room. I might still put a room on the side of the house, but anyway. So there was no walkway out here, so I built these stones that you see, and I'll show you how, because that's what I'm going to do right now. But everything is grown up. The house was inundated with water. I killed all the plants, and I haven't touched anything. So it's it's all dead here. This all has to be weeded out. This is all planted with flowering stuff. Same thing over here. Some of the plants that I was trying to save. Anyway, everything is dead except weeds and agave. This is an agave here, which is not doing so well. I had two of them. One of them's gone. This one is dying, and they're going to have to be replaced with some of the young ones that are around. But anyway, the deal is this: is I had stopped this over here last summer. I put in patio. There was no patio here, and I left this because I wasn't sure where things were going to go. In the meantime, I planted these. This is called clusia. It's a shrub here in Florida, which grows very densely. It's got these leathery rubber leaves and so on and so forth. I planted these in order to give me a screen from the neighbors on this side of the house, and just a walkway through to the patio, so there was some privacy. And then, but I hadn't finished this, and so I don't know. I just got it up my hair up my butt today to go and do something with this. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm finishing. I went to one of the big box home improvement stores, and I bought a roll of aluminum roofing flashing. This is a thin material. It's aluminum, doesn't rust. It's quite thin. It's, I don't know, real thin. And then I split it because it was, I think it was a foot wide. So I cut it into 3 4-foot sections, or 4-foot width, 4-inch widths. And then it was like 10 feet long or something. Anyway, I cut it to various things, and then I bent it up so that I could have a more natural thing. And then I sealed the ends together. These have since come apart, so I'm going to do something about that here. But and then I filled these with cement. And cement is actually cures to a white, essentially a white surface. So there are chemicals, colorants that you can add to cement in its raw state, or semi-raw state even. You can make it through and through, or you can actually just color the surface, as I've done with many of these, you'll see. And that's what I'm going to do with this over here also. But anyway, I'm going to set you up on a tripod, and I'm just going to work on this, and maybe it'll turn into a decent video that will help somebody. So I'm going to work. The key to cement is not to make it too watery, because the more watery you make it, the less strong it is. But the way that they tell you to mix it on a bag, you can't work with it hardly at all. So I'm thinking that This form was pretty badly damaged. I don't know what the heck. These have been through the ringer. I've had these 2 years, and I just found them behind the wood pile, so we're gonna make it work here. Now, in the past, I put like rabbit wire down inside these to make them a little stronger, but quite honestly, these are just stepping stones. They probably don't need to be that robust. Oops, shoot. So, if I were not so lazy, I would probably connect these ends together, but I am lazy. And with stepping stones, you only need probably 2 inches. 2 inches worth of depth to get the strength you need without any kind of support or anything. I mean, it's just stepping stones. The only weight that's going to be on it is people. If it were cars or something like that, you'd have minimum 4 inches and probably 6 inches with reinforcement over the course of time so that the thing would stand up properly. But this should work just fine. And I will pour make the cement thick enough so that I can slope it up here so that I get a pretty straight up sort of a gradual uptick here, because I really don't want to redo any of this other stuff back here if I can help it. Alright, but this is nice and flat, so what I'm going to do now is I bought a little cement mixer to take care of all these mixing projects that I had, because I have in the past mixed stuff in a bucket by hand, and let me tell you something, it is really arduous. So it's really windy out here today. You hear my wind chimes going over there. Alright, so this is the forms. This is just the way that I'm going to use them. I might put a little bit more dirt behind them just to hold the forms in place while I pour cement in there, but this is essentially what you see is what you get, and we'll see how this all works out. I also have to bring the colorant out here. I'm going to try to do this neatly. This bucket is coming apart, actually. part of what I want to do, aside from not screwing up my patio here, is making sure I get these guys equal over here in height as best I can, and as high this way as I can to make it so that it's not such a tripping hazard. I had these bags stored outside for a few days and it rained. I had them under a tarp, but it didn't seem to protect them from the water, so I lost the one bag. This is the bag that was on the underside. Seemed to be protected just a little bit better. What you're trying to do is put the aggregate, which is the little stone that they put in here, you want that to fall below and you want the cream to come to the top, and that's where we're going to put the color. This is a great DIY project. I mean, this is something you can do. Those bags of cement are, I don't know, less than $6 now, I think, right now. They change in price depending on the demand. Right now they're fairly inexpensive. Get some color. I have a little bit of cement left in the machine, but I'm going to fill it in over here, I think. You see how this stuff wants to settle down because it's a little more liquid than I wanted it to be, so it's going to seek its own level. I didn't mean to mix it quite so wet. All right, these aren't bad, and they're over in the next hour or two. You won't be able to work them anymore. But I'm gonna go get the color. We'll put some color on there. Keep the cement off of the patio. I'll be right back. All right. These are the colors. I've had these for a long time, and they were outside for a while, so it's hard to kind of see the things. This particular set of stuff is made by Sakrete, which are the same makers of the cement. And there's 3 different colors here. There's terracotta, which is the orangey color. Oops, shit, and the bottom's broken on this one. Okay. Terracotta. Can't even read this one. Some sort of earthy color. And this, I think, is this is charcoal, so black. So, and this is an old paintbrush, but you can sprinkle this stuff in here, whatever pattern you want. A little bit here, a little bit there. I've also seen these in liquid form. But you can work the color. You can try to put veins in there if you want a little bit. And you can even still work this stuff after the case may be with a tool, just like that. And for the most part, this color will remain on on the surface. That's really all we're doing. We're putting it into the top 1/16 of an inch or so, and this will last virtually forever. But you can add this to the mix while you've got it in the machine and make the whole thing through and through. If that's I think it's a waste of colorant actually, but you can do it that way. Let your artistic flag fly. And the only thing you want to probably try to do is make sure that you cover all the edges, because otherwise you're going to have some white concrete sometime in the future. And that's all there is to it. Whatever we have as far as the form is the form. When this stuff sets up, there's no change in it. So what we'll do later is we can come back. One of the things that I failed to do here, which I haven't done this in a long time, which is probably why, and I was in a hurry to get it done today, which doesn't look like it's going to happen because I nixed that other bag of cement. I need to go get another couple. Is to spray. I bought like a cooking spray, that you get at the grocery store. And I sprayed the insides of these things. It makes the mold come apart a little bit easier. But I'll still be able to get these apart. It's not like it's the end of the world. So So now I got to go to the store and get some more cement for this other brick. But I hope this is when I get this all cleaned up. Maybe I'll put some other pictures on YouTube. But I'm kind of disgusted with the way everything is kind of grown up. But that was just me wanting to me sad about the fact that all my shit died from the salt water, which some things survived, like the Exclusia survived and a few other things, but not many. Not many, let me tell you. I lost thousands and thousands of dollars worth of landscaping and time that and effort that I put into building it. I mean, it's really, really sad, and people don't realize that. I'm sure that they look at my front yard, and I'm committed. I'm not going to plant grass. Whatever will grow will grow. I'll fertilize it and I'll mow it. But no more grass. Done with that. You know, it's way too expensive, and I'll just fertilize and grow whatever grows, because I figure that's what deserves to be there. All right, so this is all we got for today. Following day. This is what it's supposed to look like. I pulled a bunch of these weeds yesterday that were here, because this whole bed needs to be cleaned up and turned over, and you know, whatever. But this is the following day, and these are the two that I did online, and then I ran over to Lowe's and got another bag of cement. So you can see how much material this actually takes, because that took one bag and that took one bag. So there's 2 bags of cement, 2 80-pound bags of cement for those 3 blocks. So you can see how much cement went into putting that all together over there. But I'm just going to strip these out so you can see, and we'll go from there. As I mentioned, I had screwed these together before. And if you spray whatever you're using as a form with, like, you know, cooking spray, before you pour your cement, they strip out a lot easier. Now what I ended up doing with all the rest of this stuff, and I might end up doing here also, is underneath all of those pavers that I put in the walkway over there, I put landscaping fabric underneath it, which keeps its weed stopped, to keep the weeds from being able to establish themselves down through, even though they do, I mean, a little bit. But it helps a lot, actually, because then their root systems, if they do get started, their root system is fairly shallow, and so they're easy to pull out. And then what I did is I put this dirt in there only to hold the sides of the form in, because none of these forms were attached. I went and got bags of river stone, you know, the pea stone, pea gravel, from one of the big box stores, and dumped that into the space between each of the stones. And you can see my intention here was that's a little bit lower, and the patio is a little bit higher, and I didn't want a tripper here. So by mixing the cement stiff enough where I could hold an angle, this is almost the same height as the patio, and that's the same height as that, so it's almost like a little ramp coming up to the as you approach the patio, you're not tripping on stuff. So anyway, that's the long and the short of it. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to clean this extra soil out here, and then I'm going to maybe lift these up and put fabric up between the stones, and then get some bags of gravel and put that in place, and this piece of the patio, or this piece of the walkway, is done. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. You can do a lot of stuff with cement, honestly. I mean, it's pretty remarkable product. Be careful about handling it with your hands, because it will leach all the oil out of your hands. So it's best to wear gloves of some kind, especially when it's wet. And cement, even though this is hard today, it's soft. It's what they call green, and you can still shave edges on it and stuff like that, because it hasn't fully hardened. It's not like a driveway or a roadway yet. It reaches half of its strength within 28 days, and it continues to harden over years and years and years. I mean, to meet its final strength. So that's just a few. And when they talk about cement drying, it doesn't dry. There's actually, the water hydrates. There's a chemical reaction that actually takes place between the material, which is made in the cement when it's manufactured, and then when you put the water in it, it actually creates this. It adds the hydrogen, oxygen to the chemical formula to create the actual cement. So that's it. If you like this and you found some value in it, subscribe, send me a comment. Love to hear from people. If there's something that you want to see, or whatever, let me know. And subscribe. Hopefully someday I will actually get to the point where YouTube will send me some money. I don't really care. All right. Peace, love. Peace out. Bye. This is River Rock. It's a little bit bigger, and then this is pea gravel. It's real fine. This will just kind of fill in. you have it. This will, as you walk on this stuff, it kind of, everything finds its lowest level. And I'm going to spread this in some of the other openings over there. A little bit shy. But that's it. There you have it. So now I'll give you a quick tour of the whole thing looks like. Oops. Okay. That's the approach. That's the patio. This is now, there's no trippers here. Take this tripod off. Okay, so there's no trippers. This is same level this way, and it slopes down so that there's no trippers here either. And then this is 2 years old without the weeds. And this is my permanent extension cord, which I am soon to get rid of because I think I'm past that. I have electricity out at the dock now, which this is long enough to go any place I need. But that's it. I gotta clear out this stuff. I have a little fig tree that's gonna go over here, and the only thing to save here, I have a little pagoda hidden in the grass over there. I have a little hotei hidden in the grass over here, and I have this planter that has a lantana in it. Lantana is a herbaceous Florida native, but it's, you know, they cultivate it. And then this is fountain grass, which I planted. That's kind of like indestructible. And then this is a different type of lantana over here, just to show you this. They're really pretty. But this has, of course, been neglected as hell, so that should really go in the ground. Maybe over here someplace. Okay, so that's it. Peace out. Again, if this helped you, if you found some use in it, give me a like, subscribe, send a comment. Love to hear from you. And be healthy, be safe. Love you. Bye.